All right, welcome everyone. This is Abel. Today, this is going to be part 2 of the new update, and I want to dedicate this one to the whole Immortal specialization upgrade system that came with the update. So today we're going to go over what the different trees are in the different types of Immortals. We are going to go over the skills as of right now of what I know, and then we're going to go in a deep dive of what it takes to actually upgrade these Immortals even more and beyond to what they are. So hang tight, watch the intro. I'll check you all later. Alright, welcome back everyone. Okay, so Immortal specialization. What is that? How do we wrap our heads around it? So, when you get your Immortal, and from what I know, you can be level 1, let's see, a no star. You can be a no star and still select it. So, you are going to upgrade your Immortal right off the hop, or if you're late in the game right now, you're going to do it a little bit later. So let's start with what it is. So basically what it is, we use an Immortal I haven't used yet. There are 5 different types of Immortals to upgrade. And you're like, oh, weird, there's 4 defense classes. Well, kind of. They have separated the attack backline and the attack Frontline, which I think is super cool. So first of all, we'll go with defense. In defense, we'll have these 3 choices to choose from. So you can either increase your resilient rate by 7.5 and reduce the damage taken by 7.5. Now, there are 8 levels to this, so it does progressively grow, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So, and then the other on defense is precision strike, and increases your accuracy rate and damage dealt. So that might not be suitable for a lot of defense people, but there is a chaos that could work really well with. So then also now defense people have an option of creating shields. 70% chance, and it can have an absorption rate all the way up to 180. So what does that all mean? We will get into that in a little bit. So that was defense. Support. Now, this is going to be a lot of information, so take notes. I'll do some things. So support, we are going to have Holy Prayer, and it's going to increase the healing effect by 7.5 and reduce the damage taken by 4.5 after entering battle. Now, is that for one person or the whole team? I don't know, so we're going to have to test and try that out. So then you have Divine Blessing that says after the battle starts, restores 60 energy to another back row ally and increases the damage dealt. So this is gonna be super cool, especially like with Quinn over here. He's not a healer, so he is a straight support person, and he can help your backline Immortal, so that's pretty cool. And then every support is going to have every 9 seconds after the battle starts, there is a 70% chance to restore HP every 9 seconds, and be 240%. So that could actually be super cool. So that is support. And then we are going to go into the attack right here. Hold on. So attack Frontline is going to be increase your damage dealt and your attack speed, or increase your crit rate and damage dealt, or after the battle starts, 70% chance to deal physical damage to all enemies every 9 seconds. That can get up to 300%. So that's pretty cool. So as you can tell, some of these are going to be more tailored to other Immortals, like attack speed, and damage dealt. That's going to be Alex for sure. You know, crit rate. You might want that on a fire person or a high crit frontline damage dealer. So that is attack frontline. And then we are going to go into, let's just do damage backline. So this is like going to be for Khan or this lady right here, and it is going to increase the damage dealt by your ultimate skills by 30 seconds, increase the crit rate and physical damage after entering battle, or it's going to create, after the battle starts, it's going to have a 70% chance to deal physical damage every 9 seconds. So there is a difference. So the backline difference is going to be Void Breaker. Void Breaker increases the damage dealt by your ultimate skills by 30% after entering battle. So just as a quick note, so this is a backline as well, and he's going to have the same thing. But if you're going to have a frontline person, he's defense. If you're going to have a frontline person, then he is going to have Knight's Spirit. So that's going to be definitely something to watch out for. And they have different names, but they basically are the same thing. Deals physical damage, and deadly aim does crit rate and physical damage as well. So that's the same. They have different names. That's the same as the frontline. The big difference is the backline will have ultimate skill by 30% all the way up to 100% after entering battle, while the frontline guys are going to have damage, physical damage buff, and they're going to have an attack speed buff. So now we will move on to your magic. So your magic, I'm gonna go ahead and get a guy that I haven't got yet. So magic is gonna have these. So it's gonna be corruption related. So your ultimate skill is gonna go 30% to 100% right off the bat. It's gonna increase your crit rate and your magical damage by 7.5 to 30. And then you're gonna have the every 9 seconds after the battle starts, there is a 70% damage or chance to deal magical damage to everyone. So 90 to 300. So they're all kind of roughly the same, but they are tailored to your specific immortals. So what do we do with this? All right. I'm glad you guys asked. So we're going to go over here, and I'll do someone that I have not done a lot. So I picked increases damage dealt by your ultimate skill for 30 seconds. So that's what I picked on Khan. Now you have these 4 nodes right off the bat. So physical attack, physical damage, magical attack, and magical defense. So to move to the next tier, you do not have to max out all these. I maxed out physical attack because that's what he does. But to move to the next tier, you must do at least one of every single one in the tier before it, and then you'll unlock the second tier. So what did I use just right then and there? In previous video, in part 1, I went over Master Marks and Master Insight. So with that, as you see right here, we have support, we have range, which is the backline physical attack, we have magic, we have attack, which is your frontline attack, and then you have defense. So these are your master marks. You will use those to level up your nodes. Here's your master insights. Now I get these once every single time. So let's do a, probably shooting myself in the foot for right now, but let's just, for the video reasons, let's see how much we get for one raid. So one raid, I got roughly, looks like an average of 6 of them per. So if you do your first ones, you'll get 36. So as you progress more, you're gonna get more first chances, but then after you're going to max out all this, you're going to have to raid. So, or if you can't beat a level, you're going to have to raid. So going back, so now we're back here. So we have, so now con. So now you have your options of doing what? You got accuracy, you got crit value, and you got resilience. So let's do some crit on him. Let's bump this all the way up, and then we are going to hit a roadblock. We're going to do 1, and we're going to do 1. So this is kind of cool in an aspect. So this is cool, right? This is sweet. Everything actually increases your STP, so more accuracy, you can hit more frequently. Resilient, you're going to last longer and be more resilient towards critical damage. And then when you get here, so my skill has not yet started yet. What does it take to get it? It takes 200 Master Insights, and it takes 200 shards. Keep that in mind. We're gonna go over this real quick. This has been in the community for a couple days, and I've heard some upsetting conditions about this. Me, I kind of agree with them, but this is the cards that were dealt, so we're gonna have to do some things. Con is really hard to get his shards. You have to either buy them $100 for 60 of them, and I think that's either once or it's $100 a pop. So that's kind of not gonna happen. And then you have to get them in the market. So let's break this down real quick. 200, and then you have other special nodes right here. So remember, you got to do at least 1 on each to go to the next tier. So that's going to be another 20 right here. So we'll just do the big boys real fast. So that's 200, and then that's 100, and then it goes 150. So who's in count on me? We're at 450, and then we're at 650, and then we're at 850. Oh, 650. That's 900. Sorry. And then we're going to 1200, and then this is going to be 1550, and then right at it, that's going to be 1950. So 1950 shards just to get to the stars. And as you saw down here, there's a lot of them that take shards. Like this last level, there's 3 of them. So add those all up, you're looking at a plus of 2,500 shards, I believe, per tree, per immortal. That gets crazy. So we're just gonna rough it, and that's 250,000 gems that you're gonna have to go through the market in order to free to play. If you count 250 gems as free to play, 1,000 gems, sorry, for con to max them out. Just right there. Now it's probably more or less, it could be even more, but that's just my ballpark estimation. That's crazy. That's insane. It's even harder. So you gotta get Theodore, or everyone has Himiko. So Himiko, 25 extra 100 shards. Like you're gonna have to play, Thea's Roulette a lot, and you're gonna have to play Sparks of Galaxy. So that's a tall order to fill. Charles, same thing. He is very common. He's one of the staple, big guys in the game. He's an OG, and there's nowhere to get him really. There's nowhere to get his shards at. Can't get him in Golden Path, and you can't get him in using pearls. So, that's going to be a strictly market only shard guy. And give or take some events that will have 60 shards here or there. So keep that in mind when going about this. That's my rant. We're going to move on. So now we have Alex right here. So Alex, I've been saving this for the video. So I went ahead and I did physical attack, and I did physical defense and accuracy for right now. So right now we are going to do 200 shards with Alex, and just as STP goes, what did I click on? Oops, clicked on something wrong. So right here, we're gonna go to the troops. So I just recently kind of switched my stuff around. That'll be another video later. So let's say, so 538,700. Okay, we're gonna call it that. That's my STP. So where am I gonna get my Alex shards? So you can get them. I'm going to just do this quickly, but I am going to use some pearls that I saved up. Some people might not like this. I have 85, so we're gonna go ahead, and I believe the math is each pearl is gonna be a shard. So I'm gonna do 115. What's cool about this? There's no limit to the amount you can buy. So Alex, El Cid, even when it comes to Elizabeth, Zeno, those are gonna be, and you got Ham over here, Ditto, and Cyrus. You can level them up with these golden pearls. Now the other guys, they have limits on them. Purchase limit 6. So, but lucky for you, all these guys are in the golden path. So I wish they had more immortals to this, so it gives us an opportunity to get more shards. So we are going to just remember, we are at this number right here, and I like to see always what we grow at. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Now I'm going to unlock it. I have 200, and we're going to unlock that guy. So gave me 2,300 power. Not bad. Now it's going to cost me more shards and more insights. So what am I going to do? Of course, I'm going to do that at least one more time. Just so I can, I'm trying to upgrade this March as much as possible, and Alex seems like a good possible winner. So we're going to use 20 right there. And as you see, I don't have a lot of pearls, so this is not going to happen every day. But we're going to use some insights. We're going to unlock, and we're going to unlock. Okay, so then we moved to the next tier. Now we can play around. Now we got physical attack again. All right, now we're jonesing. Okay, now we got physical defense, so we're definitely going to bust that up. So we're going to go boom, and we're going to give it a little, just a little bit right there. So that is that in a nutshell. And then I'm going to continue all the way down, and then I'm going to have to do 100. I have 100 insights. So I'm going to be able to actually, tomorrow, I'm probably going to do this again. And then that'll be my pearls, and that'll be what it is, and I'll have an Alex 2 star. Is that above the curve? Probably not, but at least that's what it is. So what's cool about this is the limitation is going to be shards. Okay, so Himiko, I've been saving. I have 120, I think, for her. So I might wait for Sparks or another event, and then I'll get her again. Theo, that's going to be a hard one. I'm going to have to trade off between her and Himiko and see how that kind of works. Charles, I don't know. Charles, he's going to be the same thing, but it's going to be in the marketplace. So it's going to be super hard to upgrade him as well. So this is going to be a slow process. What's cool, what I was saying before, what's cool about this is that your master marks, at least, attack, defense, support, and magic, they're all 4 different. So all of them use different master marks. And I don't have a backline attack, and so I can upgrade another person as well. So you can upgrade all these. Your limitations are going to be the shards. Now, that is a lot of information. I understand that. So let's go over this one more time real quickly. So your different trees. So you have different trees, and it's going to be, your magic is going to have different skill sets, and we'll pick one real quick. So Wu, magic, they all pretty much have 30% damage if you want that crit rate and damage, or you're going to do 9 seconds of magical damage. And then you're going to have your Frontline attack, Frontline attack is going to be attack speed, damage dealt, crit rate, damage dealt, or it's going to be 70% damage, chance of damage to everyone. Okay, that's that in a nutshell. And then once you choose one of them, you are going to go over here again, and then you are going to go through your first tier nodes. Again, I'll say again, you need one of each node activated in order to progress to the next tier, so you can skip ahead a little bit. And then you got to get your star level. So now this activates the special skill that you picked previously, and with that, it is going to come at a cost of shards and master insights. So be patient. And it's gonna be a lot of shards, about 2,500. When you let's see here, and that's it. That's basically in a nutshell what you're gonna do. And you are going to also play the Elite series. I went over in a different video, so we won't go crazy into it, but you'll play the Elite series, and this is where you get your master marks and you can raid. After that, this is going to take a long time. Little thoughts about it. We are going to see 850 castles, 850,000 castles. After all this is said and done, this is going to be huge. People are going to have power like crazy. But you're also limited to how fast you can go. So I don't think a whale is going to, even if he wanted to spend all the money, he is not going to, you're not going to see 8-star Alexes out there. There's just no way. You can't buy master marks, you can only get them. So it's just what it is. I want to see some comments below, see what you guys think about this. I know IK is kind of up in an uproar. There's mixed feelings about it, especially on the shard count. So talk about it, let me know, and I'll check you all later. Thank you.